This was a political football tournament from the beginning. The news conference held on the eve of the Gulf Cup became a story itself when the Saudi and Emirati teams walked out, leaving hundreds of media members confused. After a long exchange with the Kuwaiti media organizer, the reason behind the walkout was revealed: the presence of Qatar-based news channels, including Al Jazeera. The Saudis and Emiratis are part of a blockade of Qatar that's been enforced for more than 6 months. They accuse Qatar of sponsoring terrorism, accusations it vehemently denies. Just a few weeks ago, it looked like this year's edition of the Gulf Cup wouldn't go ahead at all. Bahrain, Saudi Arabia and the Emirates were threatening to boycott the biennial event amid the region's worst diplomatic crisis in years. The Gulf crisis saw the competition moved from Qatar to Kuwait. The host nation were themselves banned from international football by FIFA until just 2 weeks ago. They are hoping this tournament will help ease the tension between Qatar and its neighbors.
It's not about football, it's about something bigger than football. It's something bigger than sport. It's, for Kuwaiti, the Kuwait national team they are attached to it. I can't describe how they felt the last 2 weeks, also the last 2 years.
This tournament is very close to the Kuwaitis' hearts. They've won the title 10 times. The first was back in 1970 when it began.
You know, Kuwait national team win 10 times Gulf Cup. Everybody needs to respect this result. You know, this is history. Nobody will delete easy. You know, I'm very happy if I'm part of this history now.
This is the first official training session for the Kuwaiti national team in 2 years. And despite the press conference drama earlier on, the home team are determined that nothing will spoil their party. But they will be facing a tough challenge as they're getting ready to face the only team that is qualified for the 2018 World Cup.
A 60,000 capacity crowd is expected at the opening ceremony on Friday, including the FIFA president Gianni Infantino. After 2 years of football exile, the home fans are hoping for some great football action and a fierce contest on the pitch rather than off it. Hamouche, Al Jazeera, Kuwait City.